Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Baharu Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching scriptures, among other things. And salutation to Yakim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. So basically, this video I want to go into this article. This talks about a drought that is, basically starting to get a problem in Mexico, and I also saw that in Spain. Many things here in Holland also, certain diverse locations, they had filthy water coming out of the faucet. Which faucet water, yeah, it's not good to drink anyway because they got a lot of chemicals in it, and a lot of bullshit shit literally, basically. So yeah, and we know Esau is fucking up everything, and he's playing into that famine, basically, because if you look what they're doing with the farmers, all these things that are going on, they're making the groceries expensive, so a lot of stuff going on, so the common Joe, it's already hard for the common Joe to get by, and yeah, but these are things that needs to happen, the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9 and 1, it speaks about that, the famine, all these things, uproars of the people, all these things, people, you already feel, people are ready to get rioting, during the C-19. People are sick and tired of this shit being hit by all sides and all that, So let me just jump into the article. So this is from RTL News. So drought, empty reservoirs, and leaking pipes. Mexico is struggling with water shortage. Mexico has been struggling with drought and water shortage for months. In the capital Mexico City, there's a warning that there may be no water from the tap in large parts of the city within a few months. And then the dry summer has yet to come. Don't forget, Mosai, he will start to clean his house first, and we got Spanish-speaking camps, we got a camp, we got brothers in Peru, we got a GMS camp in LA, which speaks Spanish, with give teachings in the Spanish language. So, it's not that they cannot hear the words. We have a brother in Colombia, who also does teaching. So, there's basically no reason not to hear it. And these northern tribers, in Mexico, the majority of them are from Issachar, and these northern tribers, they are very well known for all their idols, and we know how the Mosai thinks about idol worshippers, In once green and lush Michoacan drought combined with intensive agriculture is taking its toll. The rivers and even entire lakes are slowly disappearing. The use of water for the lucrative exports of crops such as avocados is increasing according to the American news agency AP News. This caused anger among subsistence farmers and residents of the regions. In the town of Villa Madero, dozens of them even went into the mountains in recent weeks to, for example, remove illegal water pumps from avocado farmers. This is not without danger because those farmers often have ties to drug cartels. Yeah, and I watched it like maybe a year or something ago. It was a documentary about that on Netflix. It was very interesting, But yeah, everything is corrupted anyway on this side, man. Over the past decade, the streams, springs, and rivers have dried up. The water that has been collected is mainly used for avocados and berries. And that's also another thing. So here in Holland, they were also in the summer. They talking about yes, drought, this and that. People cannot wash their car, cannot fill the swimming pool, all these things. And then, on the other side, it's raining cats and dogs in Holland almost every day. You got certain parts of Holland where the basements of people keep on flooding. And Esau be lying, but nevertheless, these are things that are prophesied. The Most High speak through his prophets about these things, and a famine will come. Although a chariot will come. Over the past decades, the streams, springs, and rivers have dried up. The water that has been collected is mainly used for avocados and berries. Local activist Julio Sontoyo told AP. There are hamlets lower down that have no water at all. A resident confirms there is not enough water for human consumption. While Esau also be, I said it, polluting their water with all these pesticides, all this shit that they use, and they love to dump all these things in Southern America, this chemical waste and all that. In Mexico, they are used to long periods of little rain, so they live on the water they collect during weather periods, says Nico Wonders, assistant professor of hydrology. But now there has been less rain than normal. Yeah, Esau is playing. Dry and warm. According to Mexico's Water Commission, the country received almost a third less rain than normal in the first months of this year. Last year was the driest and hottest year since 1940s, according to official figures. Reservoirs were not replenished as much as normal. Mexico is very vulnerable to drought. A lot of water is used, especially compared to the amount of rain. Relatively, many people live there. It's a warm land. It's a warm and dry land. Slovakia. It is warm and dry, and a lot of economic activity requires large amounts of water. Agri- Agriculture is important to the country. Stopping this is not self evident. The higher the economic interests are, the greater the incentive to continue using that groundwater. And not only in the countryside, but also in the capital, Mexico City, where millions of people live, the period of drought is pal- pal- palpable. Some experts are already talking about a dia zero, a day zero, when large parts of the city could be without running water. That could happen in a few months, writes CNN. Nonsense, according to the mayor of Mexico City, who calls it fake news. Yeah, that's also possible, because you don't know Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white people. They are slanderers, They like to talk all these things. For example, Libya. They were talking all these things about Gaddafi. Don't get me wrong, because I know those people of Libya. They don't like dark-skinned people, They being very messed up concerning the Hamites, concerning Jake, if you're dark-skinned, so-called Negro features, Negro looking, they will treat you as a slave and all that shit. But nevertheless, he was doing great things for his people. They had free internet. He was busy to get his own satellite. He was busy with a golden coin for Africa. Everybody received a certain percent of profit from the oil that the country was selling. If you finish your school, the schools were free. To study was free. When you here in Holland, you leave with a debt. There it was free. When you how to say that, when you finish your study, you receive an amount of money. People who got married receive a month of money. So he was doing a lot of good things for his people. Meanwhile, Esau was saying, especially America's like, yeah, he's a dictator, this and that, and then they took him out, and put a puppet there and basically messed up the whole country. Now it's a shithole. But don't get me wrong, I don't give a shit about these people, because they are all our enemies, and they deserve everything that is coming to them. So something similar happened a few years ago in South Africa in Cape Town. The government there also warned of a day zero, which resulted in people becoming increasingly conscious of water, but that day ultimately never happened, say Wonders. It may be a period of drought, but shortages have been a problem in the Mexico capital for some time, says Professor of Culture Anthropology of Latin America, Will Pontus. Remarkable, says the professor, because the city was once surrounded by water. The city that the Aztecs built hundreds of years ago was located in a lake. There is still a small lake left, but otherwise, that water has been used up over the years. He said that is relatively normal that in the poor areas of the city the water does not come from the tap but is delivered by tanker trucks. Yet these cars are also increasingly seen in the middle class neighborhoods of Mexico City. Reservoirs are emptying. Mexico City is located very high in a bowl, so it does not flow there easily, and the groundwater is actually getting deeper, says the Panzer. The city water must therefore come from increasingly further away. For example, that water comes from the Val de Bravo Lake, 2 hours from the capital. That lake is now only a quarter full, to the dissatisfaction of local residents who saw tourist income and house prices fall after protest. The authorities decided to bring the water from even further away from a lake that is now only half full, like Isla knows, like a basket. According to the residents around Valle de Bravo, the lake is draining so quickly because Mexico City refuses to address the problem of broken water pipes. Yeah. And there's something to that, say sponsors. And that's also, don't forget Jacob Trouble is around the corner, or people gonna suffer. The whole earth is gonna be in stress. And there's something to that, say sponsors. The system is as leaky as a basket. A lot of water just seeps away. In addition, the soil has difficulty absorbing water due to all buildings. When it rains, it often rains very hard, which means that the water cannot be absorbed properly, like Isla knows. To make the metropolis residents to water shortages, something will have to change. The problems with drought and water shortages threaten to become even worse in the future, of course. Esau knows the future, it's beautiful. He knows all these things, but he doesn't know that he's going into captivity and hardcore slavery. He doesn't seem to know that he's going to be exterminated after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. But this he knows. The demand for water continues to increase due to a growing population, while climate change will also play a greater, of course, that's the new thing. The C-19 is done away with, Man Bear Pig is the new thing, man. He's super serial. Bill Gates is super serial, man. Oh no, what's his name? Damn, not Bill Gates. I forgot his name, man. You should watch that episode of South Park, Man Bear Pig. There it talks about the climate change, what we see going on right now, Before you know it, you're going to have a climate lockdown. You use too much nitrogen, so you have to stay in for the week. Things like that. While climate change will also play a greater role, causing water to evaporate more quickly. Whatever. If the water goes up into the sky, it goes into a cloud. When the cloud receives enough water, it gets heavy and it starts to rain. That's how the Mosai created it. But to Esau, it evaporates and it just disappears. Fucking devil, man. So yeah. But yeah, we, Yarat Zah going to be taken care of. Scriptures are very clear about that, and I'm going to read a couple of them. So, and like I said, the majority of those people in Mexico are from the tribe of Issachar, which is one of the 12 tribes of Israel, which is one of the northern tribes, And like I said, they are very known for having all these idols, all these things. They praying to the a statue of Maria. They worship the Caesar Borgia image. All these things. They got saying this, saying that. What they which they praying to. And don't forget, they got the Dia de los Mortis. The Day of the Death. So they got a lot of. Hey, there's Mosiah is very displeased, man. He's very displeased, and like it sits in the book of First Peter, the Mosiah is going to start with his own people first. He's going to clean his house first, especially those who know that they are Israelite. And like I said, there are many teachings available in the Spanish language, so there's no cloak for the sin. They can't say that they never know, that they never heard about it. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 13. Therefore thus saith Yahweh the Most High, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 18. Behold, the eye of Yahweh is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Like Yahushua told his disciples, with the Father, nothing is going to be impossible. And a matter of fact, let me jump to that real quick. In that story, it talks about the rich man who asked Yahushua what he had to do to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Basham Yahushua. Yahushua told him, like, okay, you need to respect your father and your mother, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and he said he was doing all these things. And Yahushua, he knew everything. So he already saw that this man was a rich man. So he told him, okay, sell everything that you got. Yahushua knew that he had many possessions. And he told him, sell everything that you got and follow after me. Then that man walked away with his head down because he was not able to do it. And the disciples were amazed. They were like, damn, if he already keeping the law, statutes, and commandments cannot enter, it's not possible for him to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, then who will? And this is what Yahushua answered to his disciples. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 26. But Yahushua beheld them and said unto them, with men this is impossible, but with Yahweh all things are possible. And this is a very important scripture to keep in mind, especially all the shit that is about to be unleashed on this planet. All these things, hardships that we are about, that you are going to, that we are about to go to. We gotta realize that with the Father Yahweh, to his Son Yahushua, nothing is going to be impossible, man. Can't stress that enough, man. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment? Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Yeah, if you look at the birds, every day they find their bread, the berries, whatever, the insect, whatever they need to eat, they find it, A fish, yeah. Which of you by taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature? Yeah, can you make yourself taller? No. And why take ye thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Wherefore, if Yahweh so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe ye, O ye of little faith? Therefore take no thought, saying, in what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? Yeah. Sometimes you go into shit, you look at your at your bank account, and it says zero or it says minus. You know, you got debt collectors banging at your door. You got no money, you got nothing to give them. Meanwhile, your fridge is full. Meanwhile, your freezer is full. Every day you can eat and fill your belly. You know, you still have a roof above your head. You know, you're sitting dry during the rain. When it's cold outside, you know, you sit warm. Do you need more? That's basically all that you need. This world gives you the idea that you need all these things, you know. Well, it's nothing. So let me see. Therefore, for the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. Yeah, the Most High knows that you need these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. And that's true. Take therefore no thought for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So if you have enough for a day, is the evil thereof. Like the prayer, our Father, give us our daily bread. Do you need more? No, you want to stack this, stack that. But actually, what you have, if you have enough for today, that's what you need, you know. If you have enough to get through the day, that's everything you need. And if the Most High takes care for you, take care of you to make sure that you have enough for the day, what more do you need, you know? And like I said, in this world, give you the idea that you need to stack all these things and that you need everything. But that's the evil thereof, you know. But to the spirit, if you think about it, you know that you only need enough for a day to get by, man. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Waharuka Kudash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us scriptures, among other things, and salutations to Joachim across the earth for doing his work in sincerity and truth. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.